At the edge of Guilt City, dreamers make their homes in ancient bowers, and all await the arrival of the Night Post.
Thanks for coming with me. I know there are better things you could be doing with your time.
Not really. I spend all my time working, worrying, or trying to sleep.
I'm sorry we haven't found anything more about Ashley.
It's not your fault, is it?
I wish I'd gotten to know him better. I'm too wrapped up in myself, and I forget it's important to have people in my life.
And I'm starting to worry I never knew him. Why would he keep so much from me?
To protect you. We all have secrets and want to keep our loved ones safe. It's easy to make the mistake of pushing people away.
I want to be able to tell you that Ashley wasn't like that, but I guess I know better.
He does love you. You shouldn't forget that.
Yeah.
Sorry. I didn't mean to bring it up and make you feel worse.
Don't worry about it. So do you want to tell me why we've driven out to this pawn shop voted most likely to sell cadavers and moonshine out of the back door?
It doesn't look like the most reputable place, does it? We're apartment hunting. I am. You're here for moral support.
Okay, then I support you driving off before someone sees us sitting out here and decides to do something about it.
I'm sure it's fine, right? The place for rent is upstairs, and the stairs should be around the back.
Lead the way. Staircase is a generous description of that structure.
You're right. Better watch your step. This balcony is nice, don't you think? I could keep plants out here.
I'd give you some of ours, but I think they're all dead now. Ashley's the only one who manages to keep things alive.
I'm sure he won't blame you when he gets back.
If he comes home, I won't care if he's angry. Do you need help with that?
No, I think I can. Got it. After you.
Are they going to move all the stuff out of here? Some of this furniture looks like it might disintegrate if you touch it.
I don't have much, so I thought it'd be good to have a place that was fully furnished. But this is just full of furniture, and...
The smell?
The smell.
It's not the worst.
You don't have to honeycoat it. I can smell it too.
Oh, I think I'm going to throw up. Hold on, I'll get the window. Oh, that's not better. At least the window's open, right?
That's always a plus. Come here and check out the bathroom. It's huge. You could farm salmon in this bathtub.
If that's something you wanted to do, I guess you could.
And this mirror? It's gorgeous.
And it'll fit in the back of the truck. If we leave right now, I'll help you carry it out.
If the smell is getting to you, I don't mind if you want to wait outside. I'll let you know if the previous tenant is hidden away up here somewhere.
No, it's not that bad. I'll open the front door. At least then we can get some air moving through here.
I'll try not to take too much longer. I guess this is it. Are you okay in there?
Yeah, it was a jar of a mysterious, viscous substance. I'll try to get the worst of it up.
Look, Clementine, you're okay. You can move on, try to make some human connections. It's good to have other people around. It'll keep you from doing some nonsense, like talking to yourself in the mirror. I can't stop thinking about what happened at Maggie's. I wonder if the other me is still out there. And at least I don't have a lot of other exes for it to harass. What was that thing? I thought I was supposed to be coming into my own by now. But I still look like this. I haven't been taking the best care of myself lately. But... I hate caring about my looks. Having your heart broken does a number on your self-esteem. Half the clothes I wear used to be my dad's, and I might have stolen my mother's face when I was born. Apparently I'm her double. How am I supposed to belong in this pale, bony body? It's not like I ever see the sun. I might as well be a skeleton sinking into the warm, algae-colored water. I'm still not sleeping enough, and it shows. It looks like there's something about this mirror. Maybe it's a trick of the light or my tired eyes, but I think she's watching me back.
Everything all right in there?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'll be just a moment.
I think I found the source of that smell, and it is not pleasant. I don't think you should live here.
Yeah, I think you're right. What's the matter with me? I can't even do perfectly normal things. Maybe it's in my blood. I'm only equipped to deal with working at the post, and I'm not even great at coping with that. Oh, this glass is freezing. It feels... A Milo?
What's the damage? Oh my god.
My hand, it's stuck. I touched the mirror and...
Your reflection, it's moving on its own. It looks like she's trying to pull you in.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay, not sure how you managed that, but I'm sure we can get you out of there.
In a hurry, please. It feels like my skin is being sliced open if I try to move, and it's cold. Its fingers are on me, and I
just try and stay calm. Can you just slip it out?
What, like I got my hand stuck in a jar? No, I can't slip it out.
Alright, I have an idea. Close your eyes and brace yourself.
What are you... Shit.
That's a lot of blood.
A lot of my blood.
Hold on, here's a towel. Well, it might have once been a towel. Try not to think about what's on it. Oh god, that's a lot of blood.
I have a first aid kit in my truck. Let's get out of here before I bleed out. It should be under a seat somewhere.
Are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital? What if you need stitches?
I'm not going to spend the money I've got saved up for a place to live on a visit to the hospital. I'll be fine. I don't think any of the cuts are that deep.
And the blood loss?
It's not that much blood. Who knew you were so squeamish?
Oh, you're right, blood. Who needs it?
Exactly. No need to worry. Want to drive us to our next stop? Here's the address.
So this is your truck? I like what you've done with it.
It's not much, but it's home. At least for a little while longer.
You have to be looking forward to a new place. Even the places we can afford on our salaries have to be nicer than being cramped up in here.
Yeah.
I didn't mean any offense.
I know it's unusual. My house burnt down. At first, sleeping in the truck was out of necessity. And then I guess I got used to it.
And now?
There's enough going on without waking up feeling like my spine's been shoved into a letterbox, you know?
Falling asleep kind of seems like a luxury now. I can't stop thinking about how much the post takes. What's going to be left of us when it's taken all it can?
Our letters, the work we've done to keep people from the dark, we're walking routes that have been walked for years. That's gotta mean something, right?
I'd rather have my husband.
It's up here. Park wherever and we can walk the rest of the way.
Alright, I'll follow your lead. Do you ever get used to it?
Used to what?
The way that people look at us. It's not like I wear my uniform when I'm not en route. I try not to be seen in it at all.
Really? I don't mind the uniforms.
It says the woman who looks like a carnival stilt walker. Some of us aren't trying to show off our calves all the time.
You could always make unregulated alterations to your uniforms, like Val does. What are they gonna do? Fire you?
I wish they would.
Don't we all? Oh, I didn't realize this is Val's building.
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm dying to know what the deal is between you two. How long have you worked together? Shouldn't you be shacked up with some giant dogs or a three-legged lizard by now?
What gave you that impression? Val and I mean, we're friends and coworkers. It's easy to feel close to other pigeons, right? They're the only folks who understand what it's like.
Friends? Just friends? Okay, sure.
I am sure. Let's power through the stop. I don't think I want to live this far into the city, but we should still have a look. The apartment is on floor 7.
Why not move further into the city? Don't you deal with enough weird shit on your haunt without living so close to whatever's out there?
My dad's house was on the outskirts of the city, and I never minded it. I was alone a lot as a kid, and sometimes I went exploring where I shouldn't have. But I learned early that the skelter isn't all bad. If you have some respect for it, it'll pay you back in kind.
I'd prefer not to be swallowed up by the earth at a moment's notice.
How often do you think that happens?
Definitely more often than I'm comfortable with.
I'm not saying that the skelter isn't dangerous, but I like having more space. The city, it's loud and there's too many people. It's like there's not enough room to think. Especially in a place like this.
Have you got something to say about my place, Clem?
Yeah, she said it was shit.
I did not.
You're not wrong.
How did you know we were here?
Easy. I followed the sounds of the large gay man. These walls are made of whispers. It's simple to tell when people are coming and going.
That's kind of creepy.
I know. What's the occasion? You walked right past my floor, so this can't be a social call.
Milo is graciously helping me look at non-post-vehicle related housing options. I figured my last favor was too big of an ask to bother you again.
But that was so much fun. Shit, Clem, what happened to your hand? Didn't get it caught in a mailbox, did you?
If only.
Some kind of mirror Clementine tried to pull her in through the glass, but I shattered the mirror before anything worse could happen.
Yeah, it's been a fun day.
See, you should have invited me along. I have lots of experience with dark Clementines. Let me give you the grand tour. What floor is it on? 7. Oh, well, at least you'll pay less rent.
Why's that?
You'll see.
That's encouraging.
Oh, you don't have to worry about being locked out, will you?
Safety first, right?
Here it is. The grand tour.
It's kind of claustrophobic, don't you think?
More space than the back of a post truck.
I guess you're technically right.
Look, you've got a great view of the building next door. It's a great opportunity to make new friends, because you'll hear everything your neighbors do.
I'm sorry. No offense, but I hate it here. I might as well ask Nicholas if there's a storeroom I could move into.
Great idea. You wouldn't have to commute.
I've wasted your time. I'm not very good at, well, any of this. I don't know how to be a real person. After my dad died, Maggie was there for me. And now, I'm not sure how to do things on my own.
Yeah, but you're not alone, are you? You've got us.
For what that's worth.
We'll help you find a place to stay. If you're still open to creative housing solutions, maybe we can find a nice barn to refurbish.
That would be nice, actually. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get overwhelmed. I've been inside my head a lot today.
And inside of a mirror. It's been a long day and it's not even that late.
Do you have time for one more stop?
I'm going to assume I'm invited, so my feelings don't get hurt.
Of course. If you guys want to wait out in the hall, I'll be right with you.
Gotcha. Can we stop for coffee on our way? I'm not used to being awake for this long during the day.
This is so embarrassing. Why am I freaking out? I haven't felt like myself since we saw the other me at Maggie's apartment. Or maybe even before that. We still don't know what that thing was or what it wants, except to ruin Maggie's opinion of me.
Are you sure we haven't passed it?
It shouldn't be much longer, but it's further out than I expected.
Can't complain about the scenery, except for the sinkholes you can't see from the road.
You can't see much from the road at all, except ancient trees and those creeping vines. Makes me glad my route isn't all the way out here.
It'd be a lot more driving, but I'm not sure I'd mind. Some distance from the city is good, right?
I don't think I'll ever get enough distance from that damn city.
The turn is right up here, down that gravel way. I know it's far out, but wouldn't it be nice to have some distance from all that noise and light?
Yeah, and if you get dragged off into the night, no one would ever know.
But I'm never home at night.
I don't even see a structure out here. Are you sure we're in the right place?
I think I see something down there. Looks like a dilapidated outhouse.
Oh, that's the place. Let's go.
I've never seen someone so excited about a building that looks half consumed by trees.
And to think she hated my building so much, I thought she might cry.
I wasn't going to cry, but I might if I had to move in. Look at this little porch. It's lovely.
I guess, but you'll need someone to haul away all this junk. Unless you're going to keep the rusted grill, that push mower, and all his busted tires.
And ruin the charm of the place? All Clementine needs now is a rotting mattress to absorb some of the mud.
It's a better view than a neighbor's living room. No prying eyes, no weird looks from strangers. There. After you.
There's a dead possum in here.
It's a real pioneer place, huh? With a wood stove and everything.
It has potential, and there's lots of natural light.
How do you expect to sleep all day with the sun glaring?
With the right curtains, it could be dark as night in the bedroom. I'd need to get some furniture and do plenty of cleaning, but it feels cozy in here.
I wouldn't get ahead of yourself. I'd still check the cabinets and closet for anything living.
He's right. You don't want any roommates that aren't paying rent. Who knows what kind of critters could be holed up in here?
It's not been empty for that long. It can't be that bad.
And how much are they charging you for this place?
Not much. It's under budget.
I'm not surprised. At least you'll be able to save money while you're being murdered.
You're just as likely to get murdered in the city as you are out here. It's less convenient for someone to drive all the way out here just to hack me up.
I'll install a new deadbolt for you, Clem.
Who knew you were such an expert in privacy, Val?
I'm good with locks.
I bet they're way easier to install than they are to pop open.
Should we head out before it gets too late?
Probably. I'm sorry for monopolizing your entire day. I'll lock up and meet you out there.
Fuck. It's those vines again.
We weren't gone long at all, and the truck's already fucked.
I'll try to cut away the worst of it so we can get out of here.
Oh, wow.
How are you supposed to park here all day?
I'll try parking closer to the road and walking down here. Maybe it's being protective.
What is it? These vines?
The skelter? We're not too far out, but we could have upset things the way that we barreled down here.
Oh, okay, that makes total sense. I've got the truck cleared off. Let's get out of here before we're covered in vines.
What do you think? It's gotta be better than the back of your truck.
Yeah, I like it. It's been hard to think of living anywhere else since the house burnt down, but there's something special about this place. Maybe eventually it could feel like home.
Better move now before Nicholas has to give you a lecture about misappropriation of Night Post property.
I'm sure he already knows. I have a feeling that he knows most everything that goes on at the station. He is probably too polite to say anything.
Maybe. Maybe he doesn't care.
We're not his responsibility when we're not on the clock. I don't care much about where I stay, to be honest, and the truck is better than an empty house.
Now you have a place to bring girls back to. You shouldn't have to stalk your ex.
Oh, Clementine, you didn't.
We both did, actually. You'd be surprised what we get up to when you're not around.
We didn't stalk her. And I'm not much of a wanna come back to mine kind of person.
That's right. You're more of a write sappy letters to every woman I've ever had feelings for type.
If I knew enough about your dating life, I'm sure I could come up with a cutting remark too.
I know. Why do you think I put on this enigmatic front?
Is anyone going to fill me in on the stalking Clementine's ex misadventure, or am I going to have to assume that it ended salaciously?
Well, after some breaking and entering,
It was light entering. There wasn't any breaking required.
I got to meet Clementine's charming ex-girlfriend, and it turns out that Clementine's secret love letters were secretly delivered by a carbon copy of Clem, who showed up and tried to burn the place down.
I'm glad I missed it. That sounds...
It was a nightmare. But something told me I should go and check on her.
Your prophetic dreams.
I don't think that they're prophetic or anything. But, I mean, it's just like intuition, right? I know I made things worse, but I honestly only wanted to help.
Wow. I'm not saying I've never done anything embarrassing in the name of love or dick, but that's a lot.
I tried to tell her to move on and put herself back out there. You know, maybe ask Dark Clementine out on a date.
I can't think of anything I'd like less than putting myself out there.
I haven't been a pigeon for long, but even I know it's depressing not to have a life outside the post. After I finish my route, I spend hours trying to get to sleep, and before I know it, it's time for my next haunt. All my days kind of blur together. I hope Ashley didn't feel like this before. Well, you know. You should aim for a better work-life balance, that's all.
My philosophy for work-life balance is to work as little as possible.
Oh, we know. You're right, Milo. But it's not like pigeons are highly desirable. And I don't go anywhere except the office. Who am I supposed to meet?
There's always the personals, or maybe a matchmaking company.
Your options would be a lot wider if you weren't so hung up on Ms. Maggie.
I know, but it's hard. She was there for me at a time in my life when no one else was, and I thought she was my entire world, I guess. and I didn't see a future without her in it. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do now. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make this whole day about me. Can I treat you both to something to drink?
Now you're speaking my language. I know a place. And now you know, right? There is a world beyond your ex.
Thank you for joining us on tonight's route. You can find the Couriers of Station 103 at nightpostpod.com or on Twitter at nightpostpod. If you're satisfied with your postal service, please rate and review us. Send a letter to your negligent landlord and tell them about the Night Post.